hours probably. Another wonderful day, man. Very interesting day. Got the 999 portal going on. Trying to see what that's about. The whole say my last day has been a summary of the sorts of the last eclipse, which was March 15th. So far, so good, man. Shout out to brother Jonathan. Let me know if you can still hear me beyond this wind. I'm in Chicago, I think. Windy City. Oh yeah, and everything in between. I feel like I'm at the beach, man. It is very disillusioned. It disillusions you. Like, if you just close your eyes, like, am I at the beach or am I in a desert? I just want to jump on here real quick while I'm out in the wild, and I still got a little bit of battery. Well, I got more than a little bit of battery. I need to make sure I keep a little bit of battery so I can get myself back to the crib. Hopefully you guys are doing good this morning. The wind is slowing. Yeah. Fuck. I'm trying to figure out if I can catty corner myself somewhere outside of the sunlight, direct sunlight. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Composure Slim. Whoa. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys for stopping by with me this morning. I ain't got too much to talk about. I just know I'd be amiss if I don't do a 999 video. What is that? September 9th, the day, 2025, 999. What is that? Got down 27. Got down, that's 9 again. So it's 99999 no matter what. 9 typically marks completion. Weird story. I'm officially 40 today. Woo woo. 3 months short of my calendar birthday. But you know, if you add up your mama's trimesters, I'm 40 years of inception. Ooh. When the spark goes off and my crazy ass incarnates. 40 years ago. You know how the white man is with his calendar, so I've probably been 40 already. I don't know, leap years and all types of shit. But we just gonna go with it symbolically. So I made it to 40, man. Aw, shit. See if I can make it 3 more months. So I actually have a birthday party. Are you supposed to do like a birthday party when you're 40? I got something. If I'm out here, I'll do something because there's things to do. Or I just go to California. I don't know. I got 3 months to plan it out, so we'll see. But symbolically, I'm here. Wow. I can officially tell you, I did not think in 40 years I'd be out in the goddamn desert. No. I didn't get a chance to read that in the Bible. I didn't really think about it like that. But what a time to be alive. Alarms. Wow. So how you guys doing this morning? Oh snap, Kiro Shin, he just snuck into this place. How you doing, Kiro? How's everyone's morning? What's been on everybody's plate these days? Anything strange and usual, or is it just awesome as usual? I didn't get a chance to doom scroll yet. I spared myself. So let me get my goofy ass up, go take care of business, and just go live stream. That's not even, ain't nothing to worry about with the Trump regime for real. All they can do is make matters worse. I don't think I need that right now. Of course, we'll inevitably see it throughout the day, but especially on Mars Day, God of War type shit. Yeah, it's every day. Oh man, this wind is going to get on my other side. And when I want the wind, it's not here. When you don't want the wind, there's nothing but in your face. I'm trying to see if I can get away from it. But there's no way to really get away from it unless I set the damn sun, right? Hold on. Let's see if I can block it. I don't know where it's coming from. The hell? It's omnidirectional wind. Am I next to an ocean, guys? I think Nuel told me that the sun causes the wind. I can believe the science. I'm just looking around. I'll give you a 360 view of some shit, though. Does it zoom? I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out the zoom feature. What kind of not a pine tree is that? very windy. I don't know why, man. I think it you know, the crazy thing is, it didn't start doing that until I went live. Uh-oh, somebody else got in trouble. And the Most High bless them. Hopefully they safe. But yeah, the wind will slow down eventually. The wind can't blow forever, man. Something about energy and conservation of mass or some shit. I don't know. I highly doubt it's just windy all damn day. What is this? I'm usually sitting in a place where they kick everyone out, so I'll end up getting up again in a second. I just wanted to finish my smoke before people start thinking I'm homeless or something. Or I'm causing problems. Dreamsy's in the building. Y'all drop a like yet? How we got 12 people and 5 likes? That is crazy. They spraying your skies too? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hold on. See if I can caddy it. Right there, you can tell. Those little feathered, there you go. We found them. Got all those. It's not helping though. Maybe it's not targeting my pedigree or my blood type. I don't feel no different. I be hoping it turn into storm clouds and rain every once in a while since I'm in the damn desert. But does it? No. No, it's a waste. Now, if I was in the south, like I was a few months ago, it'll rain. It was too much action. Shout out to Newton. Ah, you like my channel. You're from Kenya. How you doing, Kenya? How you doing, Africa? All my cousins out there. Mother and Father Earth are blending in. Penny props. What do you mean by that? That's a very interesting way. Let me send this to Mr. Now because he's sending the notifications. So you don't even get the YouTube notifications. They're ass. But anyway, I think I posted something on Threads, and the brother was asking me which bloodline I was. He was saying, "Oh, are you the Jeremiah or something?" You know, everyone got a doctrine about this shit, and I was like, "I'm both." And then when I told him about my father's, I showed him the ancestry thing. He said, "Oh, you're the bloodline of the fallen." He said Prestor John was the true high priest, king, whatever. I was like, "Sir, I'm both." I'm the angel side of the demon side. There is no such thing. But he didn't know that John Smith is Prestor John. And that's what the thumbnail is. So I know Khan Drop 432 talks about my grandfather a whole lot. He might actually be my cousin for real, the way he channels that shit. Or, you know, he's very cognizant of Prestor John's story for some reason. I try to reach out to him since he studied it for a very long time. But he has not gotten back to me. You know how it is on YouTube comments and shit. People probably just don't take you serious. But yeah, Prestor John, man. The son of Andrew Calanominus, or whatever the fuck. A.K.A. Jesus of the Bible. Very interesting story when you know what our real names are. And then you start following those fights and those kingdoms and those battles. Otto Khan, Abatolu Khan, and I'm Khans on both sides though, so it really don't even matter to me for real. They all come from Genghis, Jesus, so I find that very interesting that they have pictures of him, and then Disney still made it into a white boy somehow, who wasn't a high priest. He was just some dude with a book. This wind is kicking ass, boy. And then I think it's his son is one or the other. Is either Carlos, then John, or Juan Carlo, then John, or it's John, then Juan Carlo. So it'll go Genghis, Jesus, Prestor John, and then Carlos V, because he has 4 sons or something. But it's father, son, grandson. And somehow, through the daughters. My Prestor John is on my dad's side, so the dad, I think. I don't know, I think Carlos is older. It's weird. But anyway, one of the sons is my dad's ancestry because he had a daughter. And then his son had a wife and they had a daughter. So it's like a weird 400-year incest chain, kind of, you know, you got like 5,000 matches by then. But is that the father went to my dad's side and the son went to my mother's side. So I'm both, no matter what. No matter what. no matter what. And I'm probably like half their damn brothers and sisters' kids too, because you know everyone traveled together. So who you fucking if everyone moved at the same time? Want some royal shit at least. And I find that very interesting. Elizabeth on one side, Anna Coleman on the other side. And those are the real last names of Jesus, by the way, if you're looking for it. Smith, blacksmith, Genghis Khan. They said Jesus wasn't carpenter. He was a blacksmith. So Smith comes from that. The fact that Jesus was a blacksmith. Swords, weapons, things like that. You know, all his travelers had weapons on them. He said, leave them behind. He must have made them. Smith also means something else. Oh, Semite. So when I be banging on these Jewish Israeli people, my last name means I'm a Semite, bitch. Semite means Afro-Asiatic. Afro-Asiatic is a Jew. And both of my grandfathers are the king of Jews. Bing, 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 bing. So I'm like a prince of Jews. Bing, 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 bing. Give me my shit back, Israel. Stop fucking playing around with us. Man, it was a long time ago, though. This story go back to the 1500s, 1200s, Cali Wars, all that shit, man. We must have won all that shit. Must be really good at making weapons and flying craft. But yeah, man, it's pretty exciting. I finally go through all these activations, and then literally, as it approaches the 40-year cycle, revelations again. Hey, let's finalize this. You are the direct descendant of Prestor John, the guy that they're always talking about. No fucking wonder. I can only find 3 pictures of him, though. It's terrible. Somebody hiding that shit in their goddamn museum or Vatican. Somebody hiding my granddaddy's voyages. I'm pretty sure if I go to South America one day, I'll find more about Carlos, though. Juan Carlo, JKV, KJV. So I think it was Prestor John, the high priest, that wrote Revelations. John Smith. It has to be, because Jesus wasn't there. That had to be his son that wrote that. So yeah, we get Revelations from my grandfather. Very interesting story. I'm gonna go back and read it one day. It's not in my Septuagint. And then I'm missing Jashers and Jubilees too. I gotta reread those as well. Because I think Jasher, the book of Jashers alludes to the return as well. And that's Old Testament. But you know, they put it in Apocrypha. How the fuck you not my family? You want to tell us what go in our damn book, first of all? I'm gonna put all that shit in my book. Tell them to go fuck themselves. How the fuck would they know? But it's interesting today in 2025, so many years later, so many calendar adjustments later. That I still got those same fucked up eyebrows. We got some thick ass eyebrows, boy. That shit crazy. Shout out to them, though. Shout out to Mr. Now. I saw your notifications, but I couldn't read them because you know how this shit is. Limited 5G bullshit. Penny says, you have Earth, which others think is God, and you have Mother Earth. Blended together, and you have children of the world, and we're at a different time. I don't know, brother. I don't know about that one. But I'm rocking with you. I understand your breakdown, but I don't know. God is not Earth. God is a being. Shout out to Goggin. Where you from? I'm in the desert right now, but I'm from New Jerusalem. Northeast New England colonies. Others don't believe in illusion of the pedophile incest box. Disgusting. Oh, even John means son. Yep. It's the same. The son of a priest. Yep. Yep. That's him. I'd like to fucking know what happened to him. Somehow we got here. I think they just erased the history. I really don't even think nothing per se happened to him. I think by the time they got here 200 years later, they found all the shit and burnt it down and then made us forget it. And then we kept it underground and forgot to pass it down to the direct descendants. Fucking assholes. Most of my people don't even know what khans are. They're like, kings. First of all, let's start there. kinds. El Trescans, Etruscans. I mean, start there, but I get it. A lot of people don't want to remember. Because that memory doesn't help you pay your rent tomorrow. Yep, what the fuck happened to King David for real? We don't know, man. Solomon, David, Genghis, they don't know where his body at. I don't think John Smith has a burial ground because the white people gonna lie and act like it was a white boy in England. Nah, that ain't him. He's not Prestor enough for me. But we do have proof that Prestor John was in the Americas. Obviously, I'm here, but even in their history, they just like to hide it. Do you consider yourself African or African American or just American? I'm a Jew. I'm talking about the bloodline of Jews. So you're talking about like nationalities and stuff. Well, I was born in America, so I'm a Native American. Pocahontas, aka Rebecca, is my grandmother, so I'm Indian. And my father is a Khan who ruled over Europe, but it wasn't called Europe at the time, that's not its proper name, but you know how that shit go. And then they're the emperors of the moon entirely. So my bloodline is the emperor of this whole planet. So it's not one place or another. So I personally, bloodline-wise, I couldn't pick one or the other. I'm the whole thing. We are the kings of kings of the whole thing that God gave us. And in our case, our greatest angel that we descend from, archangel, is Michael and Lucifer. Lucifer being a female, by the way, the most beautiful angel from heaven. So, Garden of Eden, Evelyn, Venus, Isis, all that. So, technically, we're Egyptian. Since America, Old-Amexem is Egypt, where the Bible takes place, where Jesus is from. But he left Galilee because he wasn't feeling motherfuckers back at home. And then we still have that idea that because they are who they are, they can go between moons. So we're in Europa. Then there's Callisto, Serene.io, which just passed by us earlier this year, which is probably where those UAPs came from. And then Ganymede, I think it's called. Like Needs, but Ganymede with a G in the front, Ganymeade, I think. So it's 4 of them that are clustered in this, what they call that, ellipse or whatever. But we have access to all 4. And that's probably not just it, but that's the only 4 I know about so far. Galileo moons, Galilei. So, his son came here, and here I go. So that's all. I want to be African or American. I just be European. Since indeed we are in Europa. I was born in New Jerusalem, north of Egypt, which would be like old Mexico, Old-Amexem. That's why you have Old Mex. Those are old Mexicans or Old-Amexem. So that's what Egypt's old name was to us, to the people here. Not to the people that came over here and tried to rewrite books and shit. Like, go fuck yourself. Who the fuck you think you are using our goddamn language to tell us what the fuck we're in? Weird people. The audacity of these faggots. They should mind their business next time. Go plant something. Shout out to Thailand. It will be the same person plus 700 wives equals everywhere. Yeah. A lot of kids, man. A lot of sucking and fucking going on in that family tree. Neil, you're on every post talking about ethnicity. He's trying to figure out himself, I guess. The lad says free Israel. Free the real Israel and fuck that flag. The brain, Neil, I'm just scrolling through YouTube like you. Yeah, but shout out to y'all, man. Where do you guys? Where your grandma stay? Shit, this went fucking me up. Oh, Audacity was a side of bad builds. You saw the Emperor of the Moon picture? They introduced my grandfather to a white girl. Where is that picture at? It's probably on my old phone. I gotta get that one. before I fucking can't find it again. Nah, Neo's talking shit, retracted his messages like a fruit. Let him. What's it to me? I am what I am. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the land that belongs to the Moors and their Indian associates. I know who the Moors are. They're Egyptians. Doo-doo-doo. I got all the proofs on my other phone. Used to have them in my Discord, but no one was reading them. It's okay. Whenever I can get on Wi-Fi, I might make me another Discord as like a hard drive. Since Discord stored a lot of goddamn files. But I think what you gotta boost it, don't you? Shit. I can afford to. I might do it again. Who knows? But I'm no longer researching it, or I'm no longer trying to figure out what that shit means no more. I'm quite clear on what my spirit and what everyone, the law of attraction, what brought everyone to me to bring that shit. I'm so thankful for that. I wish I remembered everybody. There was just so many people at a time that just come and go. Sometimes I be wondering where they go, like what possesses them to join that Discord and share that and then disappear and shit. Same thing with like God Frequency 777. I gotta see if he's still on Instagram. Cause I need to talk to him. I'm like, what the fuck did he sense to make him possess? First Descendant, the video game came out, and he just popped out of nowhere after 2 or 3 years. And then he asked me, am I playing that game? I'm like, I don't even play games like that, but I'll fuck with it. And then once I realized what that message meant, I'm like, where the fuck did this guy go again? He disappeared again. Put me onto the first Descendants path, and he's talking about like the first Descendants of the angels. Like, how do you know? But his name is God Frequency 777, so go fucking figure. He knows something. I'm one of my cousins, I bet. Like my other cousin, when I worked at Food Lion back in 2005. He was my cousin. He didn't even introduce himself as my cousin. I was like, I'm Dwayne Smith. He's like, I'm Gabriel Smith. He's like, I'm from New York. I was like, that's crazy. My family's from New York. Then I started talking about South Carolina. He didn't talk about South Carolina. And then he kept telling me, have you ever heard of Lucky Lefty? I was like, yeah, I think I've heard Jay-Z mention him a few times in his bars. He said, yeah, that's my father. I was like, get the fuck up out of here. He's like, nah, that's my dad. I think he was dead or in prison. And at the time, I didn't know that was my great uncle. So he's technically my dad's cousin, which would make him my second cousin. But he's my age group. So Lucky Lefty had a baby in the 80s. My dad said he went missing. I don't know. My dad didn't say what year he went missing. But what ended up happening is he probably had a kid and then something happened to him. Expected behavior. But yeah, then Gabriel gave me a Hindu book, since that's what we are, through Noble Drew Ali and them. And it was called Man's Eternal Quest. And he traded it with me for Dynamic Thought. And then shortly after that, I wasn't at Food Lion no more, and I never seen him again. This was back when we still had MySpace a little bit. Actually, it wasn't 2005. It was 2008. So it was like the tail end of MySpace. So I had him on there. But then it was like, I couldn't find him on Facebook or nothing. But his daddy named him Gabriel. Imagine that shit. The masculine version. Hopefully I run into him again. See if he got activated. He ought to have, with that damn book he gave me. Man's Eternal Quest is a good book. Shout out to the ancestors one more time. Thank God we didn't have those names, because I will not remember them. 3, yep. Like, let me know when you're back on Wi-Fi so I can split the motor into folders. Squad, yeah, I can't wait, man. Shout out to PT Cruiser, what's good? What y'all got on this 999, man? Y'all feeling different since that eclipse 2 days ago? So it's the 7th. I didn't notice any changes until yesterday. I'm trying to stay in that energy. Yesterday was decent. And then we got another eclipse pulling up in about 2 weeks, the 22nd, 23rd. So, and then this damn solstice, Jesus Christ. We getting smacked with changes in what they call harvest. There it goes, it's harvest time. That's why the farmers are in the news like they are right now. September harvest, fall solstice. That's when shit falls apart after you dig it up, I guess. I don't know. With Plutos and Neptunes and all kind of other shit I'm not following right now because it's just way too much. This is the weirdest year for them to go to war and shit. It's the same cycle that the American Revolution happened, by the way. Maybe this is an American Revolution. Maybe it is. Maybe the American Revolution isn't as described in our textbooks, like in terms of the events. So we might not recognize the pattern recognition. But if the United States, if you will, is causing turmoil and tyranny in its very weird Republican way, and it's quite possible the people will revolt as they are in Indonesia and everywhere else. Well, technically we have a bunch of fucking protests all day, right? Of course your news doesn't want to talk about that. That'd be like covering fucking something important, what the people are doing. But they've been protesting in Chicago pretty heavy. Shout out to Chicago, man. Same thing with DC. I don't know if DC had protests yesterday, but I saw some videos. They going hard, man. Glad I don't live in a black neighborhood. We're glad you don't live there. You look ugly as hell. Everyone would have fucked your fat ass mother. You better be happy. Anyway, drop likes on the video, man. How we 25 and 14? Can I get a 15 likes in the chat? Can I get 20? I'm just gonna keep talking about this dude's mother. Your mother got pregnant in 45 seconds. So your brain didn't fully develop. The oven wasn't even warmed up yet. I've been knocked out all day since coming back home. That might be because of traveling. Especially if you're on a train. I like trains, but I hate long train rides. That shit, like going from like, I used to take Charlotte to DC on the train. Jeez Louise. If your damn ass muscle don't fall asleep and your back ain't fucking bent and your neck ain't crooked, you gotta go to sleep. A301, what's good, man? Hi, bro. You drop a like on the video? I appreciate you, man. I didn't get my breakfast of champions popping off. Shit. But yeah, man, I don't know what's next. I think I want to journal some shit on this 99 portal. Act like it's my birthday. Do a recount of all the fuckery. All my wishes. I've been working on my Neville Goddard thing. It is done, it is done, it is done. So mote it be. It has not be yet. So maybe we finally get to unleash some of the cooler manifestations since we survived this fucking hectic ass year. But there's night where you're at. Oh, you're in India right now. Shout out to India, man. Shout out to my other ancestors' stomping grounds. Hindustan. Bharata Kingdom. They teach y'all about Bharata? B-A-R-A-T-A. That's where the little Moors were. That's probably why you guys don't get to 6th Street like you're supposed to. Barbarous nations. Smasheroonie! Peace to the gods. All we out here, you already know what it is. They still think we're mankind. Oh my God. If they ever knew what gods were, that'd be crazy. They treat us better. Lord, YouTube's keep deleting my messages. Oh, what happened? They got censorship going on. No surprises. They love targeting my channel. They love targeting this channel, boy. But they don't send me no messages. They don't say what the fuck they want me to say and say. Like, shit. Ain't like you paying me, bitch. How about you tell me what kind of content I should do to keep your dying platform alive, bitch? I wonder what YouTube's gonna do. All right, Wind, we get it. This is the windiest day I've ever lived in. This is like going to Seaside Heights, New Jersey. What the hell going on? A-Tree says, bro, you're looking cool. I appreciate you, little brother. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Is the sunglasses throwing you off? Nah, I'm in a desert, so you kind of need them this early. That sun be smacking out here, boy. That sun closer to the moon out here. I'll tell you something. I got this jacket on, too. As soon as I touch the sun, I'm baking. And the shade is 78, 86, and it feels like 50. Man, I just hope shit turn around soon, man. I'm tired, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm tired of everything this year has brought me. And the other 39 that came with it. I couldn't sleep last night. This shit was weird. I had just talked to the brother Jonathan about that. He had asked me had I been waking up in the middle of the night or nothing. I was like, nah. But you know how it is when you speak something into existence. I end up waking up. I didn't look at the damn phone. I didn't want to fucking piss myself off. But I knew it was in the middle of the night. It was like 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And I was in some crazy ass dream world. I saw a spider in my dream. And it's because I saw a white spider in real life. A white spider jumped on my neck. The real tiny ones. And they hop. I don't know what the fuck those are. They do not come from the southeast. And then I got him off my neck. I was like, shit, I hope I didn't kill it. So I put my finger near him, he jumped, and he kept jumping. So I was like, all right, we good. Then I looked up the spiritual meaning of a white spider, and it was like a good luck, transformation. And the same thing as this portal, really. Like they're scene changers. And then when I had the dream, I was hanging out with Hit Boy of all people, which was interesting, on some beat making shit. And then we was at some fucking place that looked like New Jersey environment-wise, but it wasn't. But you know how your dreams are. And we're at some type of plaza or art center. Then he went wherever he went. You know how dream people are. They don't stick around. And then I was with some other girls and stuff trying to go somewhere else. And I was in the parking lot, and there was cars, and there's some white people. And the way the parking lot was, there was no exit to it. Because you know how your dreams like to trap you into places. And it was like a farmland on the other side of this parking lot. Sort of how like DC and Oderton is. And then it was like these trees. And I saw these white people, and I didn't get a good vibe from them, so I was trying to hurry the fuck up out of there. And as I was climbing the tree, I saw that red spider with a white dot on it. I was like, shit. But when I read the description of white spiders in real life, they said, well, if you see a spider in your dream, something, protection and threads and threats and friends or something. I don't know. All right, look that shit up again. So then I went back to sleep, and then I kept hearing knocking, like someone was knocking on my window. They said, toot, toot, and I woke up again. But I heard it in my head, though. I don't think it was real. And that shit used to happen back in 2005. Like, I'd be trying to sleep in and shit, and then, like, every day I wake up at, like, 6 o'clock in the fucking morning because, like, a bird or a squirrel, like, run into my window. Like, what the fuck is that? But if it's anything like that time when those knocks were happening, like open up the door type shit, that's exactly when I was about to transition and move to my next part of the story, which led me to 2008 eventually. So yeah, something's changing in this goddamn eclipse, moon, fall, harvest, corn moon, blood moon, something Israel and war. Like, ah, damn, how much shit can we go through? Woke up about goddamn 3 to 5 times. I ain't got time for it. So I said, well, I might as well get up and go to my spot. Besides trying to go back to sleep with the fucking sun in your face, you know how that shit go. So here I am. Bro, you have become Spider-Man. Funny story. I did see a spider in my left eye about 7, 8, 9, I don't know how many years ago it was now, but a long time ago. There was a spider in my eye. I think Mr. Now had the same phenomenon. Mr. Now says, I was looking at a tiny white jumping spider video earlier today too. Ain't that a bitch? I legit got a picture of him. Dispassionate observer. Who's the biggest love in your life? The hell are you talking about? Myself, I guess. Shit. The Black Widow is associated with hoodoo, so it's not that. And the spider in my eye wasn't that type of spider either. It was a hexagon spider. Whatever the fuck those are. They're like a bacteria sized. You could literally see it walk across your eye. Very spooky. It's like your eye is zoomed in on it. So yeah, I think it's within the water of our eye. It just looks like a spider. Damn. Then PT Cruiser said, I walked into a spider web last night. We gotta get someone to investigate this. What is all this spider symbolism? What is going on? Thankfully, in most cultures, they're good luck. Except for hoodoo. They need to fucking get with Jesus and let their ass know that hoodoo is a derivative of Hindu. They don't read enough for me. Did you play open world games and battle royales? I did. It's not a gaming channel though. But I do. I'm pretty good at them actually. Been playing games since the 80s. Started with Duck Hunt, now we here. Dun, 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 dun. BRB taking out the trash. It's so beautiful out here. It's crazy. Those mountains, man, they do something to me. You can barely see them on the goddamn phone zoom. All right, wind, we get it, Oya. We get it, we get it, we get it, we get it. It's windy. Thank you. Better than hot. Better than hot. I'm trying to do a live stream though. God dang. May the Most High bless all these people out here. We got a brother sleeping on the goddamn pavement. We got somebody with one leg with a sign up in a cashless society. Got all kind of people. This isn't close enough to the strip though. I think I'm in the middle. I'm not on the borderlands. It looked like it though, all these damn mountains surrounding me. Am I at the coast? No, I'm not on the edge of this map. I'm in the middle of the map. What the hell going on? Why are these mountains so damn close? I can't wait to show y'all when I get a car, boy. That shit coming soon, boy. I'm gonna be playing Paul Wall Drive Slow in this bitch. Which game you play? All of them. All of them. My favorites was StarCraft and Counter-Strike. I played Fortnite. Mini chicken tenders around here. You said Free Fire? Never heard of that one. Counter-Strike was the one though. PUBG? Yeah, I played PUBG. I almost got good at that. That shit stressed out my damn nervous system too damn much though when you're at the end. It's that camera they use. You can't be seeing motherfuckers like you can in other games. I do a lot better at Fortnite than PUBG for whatever fucking reason. Nah, that's cap. That's because of Daquan. Hopefully he okay, man. Y'all remember Fortnite and Daquan and Hamlins and what was that team called? there are 3 black streamers in California in one of those beat houses. But Daquan kept getting sick. He had something, he thought it was stomach cancer, but I can almost guarantee Daquan's problem was he was surrounded by fucking narcissists. I can almost guarantee it. Daquan was surrounded by narcissists, and that's why he was sick all the time. They paid them boys a lot of money too. Yeah. I don't know their damn team name. I remember fucking FaZe Clan. They ain't got no Daquans. Hold on. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about? Yeah. You should watch them boys play. They could really the games. Like, Daquan could really play games, boy. He said he got good at all those games playing this game back in the day when I was in high school called Guns. I think the Japanese made it. And you go around doing backflips, you got 2 pistols and shotguns and shit. Very intense, very quick. So he played Fortnite like that. I was like, Jesus Christ. Back on Fortnite, they used to let you shoot a shotgun, switch your gun, shoot a shotgun without the 3-second delay bullshit they do. They did that because of him, by the way. They slowed down the guns because of Daquan, bro. That motherfucker was laying people out. Build all the fuck you want to. His ass gonna catch you. Pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop. I'm like, Jesus. On a mouse? Buffalo Bills versus New York Jets. The hell are you talking about? I'm the NFL Giant. I don't. And I'm a Philadelphia Eagle. Let's talk about it. Shouts to the ancestors. NFL is short for Nephilim. NFL Giants. Nephilim Giants. How you doing? Or you just watch it to watch men sweat on each other? Which one are you? Let me stop. I used to play football. I was really good at it. 15-1 and 5-1. Squad. I was on the Enlow Eagles. Can you fucking imagine it? Number 60, aka 9. Same story. I can't say I miss it though. That was the tiredest I've ever been in my life. I think I slept every day after school. I don't even remember anything after school after football, boy. Shout out to A-Treat. Nice. Y'all got football in India? I ain't talking about soccer. I know y'all call it that. Y'all got helmets and gridiron? Y'all be throwing deep passes 100 yards and shit? Y'all do? Oh shit! I gotta go to India and see y'all play some football. I wanna see what that look like. I'll go out there and coach and start a Thunderdome. So get in the circle, everybody. I'm gonna pass the ball to one person and tell his ass to run. I'm gonna get the fat guy to go the other way and run straight into his ass like a brick wall. They gave us concussions like that. My fucking football coach was crazy. Did not give a fuck about CTE. We didn't have a Hernandez yet. Shout out to Hernandez. Made people pay attention to that shit. Yeah, they fucked us up, boy. They built character, though. Here we play something called kabaddi. Oh, shit. What is that? What kind of sport is that? What do y'all do? Kabaddi. Kabada. Let's do Foley on that shit. KBD. They're both the same. Foley. Just K. Okay. Y'all are Hebrews, aren't you? Even the way y'all called that in English is consonants. It's ka, ba, like Kabbalah, but it's ka, ba, di. Interesting. Very interesting. Do y'all get the chance to study y'all history before the colonizers came? Are you able to find the old stuff easily? Like Bharata and Hindustan and things like that? That's crazy they took over your country, but they didn't turn white. How come the white people stayed here? How come they couldn't stay in Hong Kong and India? Why they had to come to my damn country? Legitimate question. If they were over there first doing the bullshit, why they bring their ass here? I don't get it. I really don't, man. The red furnace. I'm serious. I don't understand why they did that. They letting their farmers die and shit, so it's like all for nothing. That's sad though. That shit ain't funny. Because it shouldn't be about politics. But they made it about politics, so good for them. But all those farmers committing suicide and shit and going bankrupt, that shit crazy. But their granddaddy told Martin Luther King to pull himself up by the bootstraps, so they better get in line and start working at Walmart or something, because I don't think suicide is the way they want to go for real. And then that other shit, let's talk about world politics. Give me something to talk about. Why this battery alive? They're raising insurance premiums, no surprise there. They say as high as 18%. And I'm tired of all the women that got good jobs saying, I got insurance, but I can't afford my premium. All right, here we go again. About to go higher. Insurance in general is having problems covering people because it's not a bunch of free money like we thought it was. Who else is fucked up in the game? Oh, Deere. I did not know Israel owned John Deere, or Caterpillar, one of them. Caterpillar and Deere, but Caterpillar specifically. How the fuck did Caterpillar fuck a $2 trillion contract? Can you fucking imagine that shit? $2 trillion contract in Norway? What the fuck was Norway building? Casinos? $2 trillion? What the fuck's in Norway? That would they have $2 trillion to begin with. What the fuck? But because Israel's committing war crimes, and these countries don't want to be in history known as accomplices to genocide, and then a lot of those European countries are preparing for war. And I was like, how come they not telling us who the fuck they going to war with? It doesn't make sense to me. Are they suggesting that when Turkey finally drops the fucking hammer on Israel, that they're going to run in and fight the Muslims? Bad story. Or do they feel like the Muslims are going to turn around and go fight them? I don't think so. They're just trying to get Israel the fuck up out of Gaza, that's all. And they sent those flotillas out there, right? All the backup, all the aid, all the people. And these motherfuckers drone striked the goddamn flotilla. And they talking about the one that got hit had Greta Thunberg on the shit. Can you fucking imagine they try to take that little girl out? That little autistic girl ain't bothering nobody. She's just stupid. But she's trying to help people. Like, why the fuck would you bomb her? And ain't that like Lady Gaga's daughter-in-law or some shit? I don't know the fuck, or goddaughter or something? What the fuck going on? So you know what the answer to that shit was, right? You already know North Korea said they'll stand up. So they don't want no smoke with the North Koreans. They don't. I promise you. They're not the same type of soldiers. All they do is soldier all fucking day. You seen the shit. So North Korea said, we coming. And then China, last night, I saw the video. Their flotilla had about 100 goddamn ships. So now China going to Gaza. And if they, listen very fucking carefully. Listen very fucking carefully. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, China will be in fucking Gaza or in that ocean over there with hundreds of ships, and not like battleships, but they're, transports. And if they strike any of those bitches and they don't let those Chinese boys touch down and help them people out in Gaza, that will be your World War III moment. So Israel, they better not fucking choke, because they already pissed off Greta Thunberg's people. So they don't have the whole fucking world against them. They keep playing, boy. In the game of kabaddi, there are 2 teams. Both teams have 8 players. In the first round, a player from any team crosses the line to touch any 8 of the opponents of the team, and then the opponent tries to catch that player. So it's almost like tag. I got you. Greta Thornberry got struck twice? God damn. Remember, yeah, because she got struck earlier this year too. BM says, "Oh Lord, wide your Lord. Y'all, bro, who do stand with?" What did you just say? That is not British English. You better rewrite that sentence, boy. Who you trying to fool out here? What do you mean, who do I stand with? I stand with how am I going to pay my rent tomorrow? How about that shit? No one told you I'd give Israel all those weapons. They foul, boy. We're not committing genocide, but we're now attacking innocent boats trying to help stop the genocide. Like, Benjamin Netanyahu don't give a fuck about karma, do he? How the fuck he a son of God from Poland that don't know what karma is? If his stupid ass. And they just be on his dick for no reason. Was this nigga good at arm wrestling or something? Like, what the fuck they give a fuck about this guy? I honestly don't know. And he's not in charge of it. He's just their representative. And then France fell. You saw that shit? Their prime minister. And what's up with France? Why they got 2 of them? They got a prime minister and a president. So they got Macron, and then I guess the guy under him. But the guy under him resigned. And now they're asking Macron to resign. And he might have to. So that's not going to work out well for the World Politic Group. The Red Furnace. Where the white women at? Oh my God, we got to block him. Nah, you got to go somewhere with that bullshit. So yeah, they don't fuck up Benjamin Netanyahu with all the witchcraft. We already know it. I saw the goofy ass internet witches talking about the salt is stopping ice. Bitch. Salt don't do nothing. This ain't that. Salt do not stop bullets. Y'all better stop being cute and clamorous out there. Try that shit in real life if you want to. The Japan Prime Minister has resigned too. Game over. It's all over economy stuff. But that's because Japan had all the bonds in the United States after World War II. They've been dropping them off though. Same thing with China, same thing with Russia. If they fuck around and let Japan join BRICS, oh my God. Game over. Japan might have to though. Did Nepal Prime Minister step down? Yeah, because 19 kids got killed. They just let the internet come back on. I start seeing some of that. So Indonesia acting up, Nepal acting up, Japan is protesting immigration. It's probably tied into the Prime Minister too, because he's trying to get foreigners to come in and work since they have a population bubble crisis. France. Ain't that all of World War II basically? I don't know. It sounds like they're trying to set up a world war because everybody fucking International Monetary Fund is going broke. And they ain't got no new products to sell, or there's no motion. These are new people. And motherfucking United States want to fuck with Venezuela. As if we're not stretched thin already. And Venezuela dry snitch and says, yo, if you're coming over here because of substances, bitch, that's Colombia. Right next door. CIA in Colombia. Stop playing with us. New people and they gay. Brother, when the army was talking about the gay bomb, they must have been talking about vaccines. Because that shit is crazy. That does not make any sense to me. Like, you know how it was when we grew up. It wasn't that many gay people per capita. You had gay people, and you knew they were gay. These days, not the same. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's a fallout on your population right there. Yeah. If they don't reproduce, you ain't got nobody. Maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be, though. Maybe we hit like max capacity of fuckery. So then you reset. And the way Nuel telling me is all for nothing. Because the sun changes polarity in 100 years, and that's when everything freezes again. So you have a mass die-off because the freeze would fuck up agriculture. Although we can grow plenty of things in a controlled environment, it's just like their genetics. The fruits and the vegetables will lack substance if there's no sunlight. So we get to plan for that in a century too. If it's true, if that's the cycle, if we're in that right cycle, when the moon, because the moon just turned white, but the moon turns brown, yellow, red, orange, white, blue, and black. And black is when we usually have like problems. The next moon cycle, the next moon phase, the next sun phase in 100 years or so. Everything freezes. It goes back to normal again. You just have way less people. I'm assuming that's when they were saying like white people were caught in the ice and shit like that. They might have been saying that white people came about when that happened last. From where, we don't know. May not be max capacity, but it may be contract over sandcastle leases. Oh my God. Like the lady that was crying for failing a 55-year assessment for her species. What do you mean? I don't understand. She was crying because she was about to go for good. I'm not familiar with the science. What happened? A white woman crying, oh Lord, no, please help her. What's she do now? She failed a 55-year assessment for her species. What is that? Or what is the context of that? You don't remember the video? Lady crying on TikTok saying we've been assessing for our species a 55-year thing? No mirror neurons. I could have saw it. I don't remember though. Fucking marijuana. It was around March. Yeah, probably. It's probably a short-term memory. So she failed an assessment and determined that she was the fuck up out of here. Yeah, this is the year of getting the fuck up out of here for a lot of people. That's why I'm surprised I'm here. I'm like, shit, I didn't sign up to stay for the apocalypse, bitch. Shit, motherfuckers die in their sleep. My grandfather died in his sleep. That'd be awesome. Minus going from dream to whatever the fuck's after that. That'd be kind of turbulent, but you wouldn't feel it, obviously. And I'm still here. The big homie upstairs and the big mama upstairs said I gotta stay, so I'll stay. She was crying heavy. I don't know what that is. I don't remember nothing about that. I don't know, can't help it. Yeah, they invested in anything but their people, man. They invest in computer codes and shit on prompt screens. They didn't go outside and galvanize their own people to like take care of each other. Very weird to have that much fucking money and influence worldwide and squander it. Gotta look next to us. But yeah, all those sandcastles are getting fired. Quite literally and figuratively. These layoffs are crazy, man. There's still people driving, though. Gas station still has visitors. Black and Miles are still selling. So it's not there yet. We're not quite crushed. But that opportunity to like get ahead and make a lot of money, they're really trying to make a classless system, it seems. And in doing that, they're dying. It's very weird. Still ambulances going on all day here. Yeah, there was 2 earlier. And then the car alarm signals that happened last year and early this year keep coming up. I do not know what that shit means just yet. It went away for a while though. Now I just hear a car alarm and be like for 2 seconds. What the fuck? What is Spirit trying to tell us? They only existed because of the theater of class. Yes, sir. They needed buffer class. It was like having slave masters, man, or people on horses. That's all they were. Ideology of that. You have the people they're trying to domineer, their buffer class, the politicians, the oligarchs, and then the boards behind that and the bank. They're trying to make sure you do not point your finger or your witchcraft at their ass. Too bad, so sad, you're dad. They're trying to turn on J.P. Morgan right now for helping out Epstein. That's crazy. I guess they ignored that thing where Trump wired over 4,000 transfers for Jeffrey Epstein for a guy he didn't know, working with the FBI. You saw them try to retract that statement? Like, oh, Trump was an FBI informant. And then they say, no. Mike or whoever was just lied about it. Like, all you motherfuckers lied. And then they caught that guy on the Hinge camera because they're all fucking faggots. And then his date was recording him secretly, just like they did with Pfizer and all those people. How do they keep falling for that shit? Are they that just dastardly horny for ugly men that they don't even think, like, maybe I shouldn't have this conversation with a nigga I just swiped on? But he was like, yeah, we're trying to redact all the Republicans and just keep the Democrats on that. I was like, you make fucking pedophilia a bipartisan issue? The fuck? Nobody should be on that shit. And if you could redact it, how come you don't press charges? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? So yeah, that story falling apart big time. And it's in the open air. So no matter what, you be like, oh, we ran by pedophiles. And people who protect them. Yeah, but R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, though. Let's go in the news all day and ask them stupid ass questions. How about you ask your fucking president, faggot? That's what I'm saying, that class that they created for that dumb shit, it's like they brain don't fucking work. Like, the only reason why they're able to reproduce is because of their pretend class. Yep, a red and blue and car alarms. Yep, they all back, man. So shit's moving. I don't know where to, man. I just got here on some Lil Uzi Vert. I got one more smoke in me and I got about 50% battery left. Let's see. See what else I can conjure up in this madness called life. Ain't all that bad though. It's bad for the system, but it ain't bad for us. We ain't create this shit. So Japan, France, Nepal, Indonesia, Israel, Gaza, Palestine, Venezuela, Canada. Canada having an economy crisis too. It's all tied to the same thing. Fucking Federal Reserve. They got a bunch of DEIs in the Federal Reserve, don't they? Foley card coming tonight. I don't know what specifically, but I'm feeling it. Come on now. Go ahead and run it up. Might as well. It's a celebration, bitches. Yeah. Something's happening. I feel it. I hope it's good, though. I hope it's release. Instead of all this tension buildup. Blowing up fucking Greta Thunberg's boat. That is weak, boy. That's weak as fuck, actually. Yo, Benjamin or whoever your commanders are, y'all niggas weak as fuck for that shit. How about y'all do it like some men next time? Stop using fucking remote controls, you faggots. They're not even man. They're not even half the man they moms was. What I typed in DM was last trimester of 2025, like a firework displaying. Just quick lights, pow, pow, pow. Smoke dog, baby, pow, pow, pow. I don't know, man. I still got the shit that I got going on. I gotta live through that as a free man. You think they're gonna impeach Trump? It seems like all the reasons they impeached previous presidents were light compared to what's going on now. Oh, you say in terms of lasering people? Explicas. Expound on that. What do you mean? What do you mean by lasering people? Who's about to get lasered? Think we have some new 15-minute cities coming on in? They might do it just off the strength of fucking around with those damn people trying to bring aid to Gaza, man. I'm very surprised. Like, they haven't really hit Israel yet. They knocked down a couple of buildings, but they ain't really target them. Like, they can go fucking free-for-all on that bitch and just hit anything. They haven't done that yet, and the economy cannot support that. It's going to be quicker and less visually entertaining. I can see that.
Chips. Chips.
No, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You have a great day, all right? Vladimir, Russia. How's the Russia economy? Y'all doing good out there without the United States tariffs? Like the final hits of a firework display. You know the 3 almost invisible booms? I don't. But I'm trying to imagine it. I haven't seen a good firework display in a long time. You know, we only got the cheap shit in America. The shit you buy in a tent for $20 to $40. You got to go to like an actual fireworks show to see what you're talking about. They make that shit illegal out here, but somehow the Mexicans always got them. Like last year, Mexicans was firing off the cheap fireworks like way before and after 4th of July, especially in Charlotte. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I thought about it. The neighbors that showed up earlier this year after winter, they shot off the cheap fireworks too. I don't know what that shit means. For me, I mean, to be a witness to it. It's usually, the synchronicities. Vadimov says it's I'm Ali. Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm in English, but we'll get the AI real-time transcribe one day. Damn, man. $3 beers and $1.99 margaritas. Oh, that's the agenda I was telling you about. They want to lower the prices for certain things. Free valet, yeah. They trying to get people to come back. Too late, though. It's not that people made a decision not to go gamble. It's that they don't have all the extra income to waste. They haven't made the logical conclusion that people rather have food than bullshit. And if your food prices are too high, people cannot afford the bullshit. And if China ain't processing things and sending it to us because they don't want to pay the tariffs, and if your farmers are going on strike, then the food costs are not coming down. Just using their economic model. They should fucking subsidy it any fucking way, since they collected $4 trillion in tariffs. But they're full of shit. So we'll see. When the bad builds start disappearing, When the bad bills start disappearing, you know what's up. If I get down to 180, you'll know what's up. That's sad. Your country can't afford to be a damn country. That is crazy. But I don't feel no fucking I try to sense out into the future, or like, I can't explain how I do that, but I can't feel anything. Like nothing bad or negative. That's why it's so upsetting. Because usually I have doom and gloom all in my nervous system when I think about or talk about certain things. Well, when I talk about the collapse of the United States, it doesn't feel negative. Ain't that fucking weird? It almost feels like relief. Because I know it ain't gonna go down like that. It's just everyone's gonna get tired at the same time. This is the story I think Cliff High told, actually. But instead of it being television, it's gonna be the phones. When propaganda was its loudest on prime time back then, I think what, like 80 years ago, 60 years ago, I think it was in Russia. People would get up from dinner and go outside and take a walk so they didn't have to watch the news. Some people would walk their dogs, etc. Then eventually, a whole neighborhood or a whole city would be outside at the same time. And then they finally kind of start communicating to each other, like, oh, you're outside because you want to see the propaganda and the bullshit. And then that ended up being the spark of their revolution. So we're running out of music. We're running out of streaming. All we got left is doom scrolling on TikTok and its derivatives, Instagram, Twitter. So pretty soon, I think, because the Trump administration and everyone included, they're just not speaking to the people no more. You're starting to see like people doing, I guess, field studies or surveys of Gen Z, the white guys. And they're like, yeah, he lost Gen Z already. They don't want to be, what did he say? They do not want to be propagandized. AKA, they don't understand what's going on and they don't care. So if you don't have the young people, who's your working class and your future voters, then you don't have an administration of people. They'll probably set this motherfucker off, actually. Rory's, what's up, man? There is intention because the war ended already when the theater of strikes began. Soon as the $50 million bounty went up, it was already done behind the scenes. The bullets in the war or whatever is happening are post decisions, aka post the real war. Like entering a prompt and then waiting for the image to render. I get it. So because of these issues, we already know who the winners are. Damn. Yeah. So this is like the resolution of World War II and all the dumb shit they did with that. Everyone's getting out of those alliances and treaties because of money. That's hilarious. That's why kinetic war is just a human sacrifice. Damn, that's deep. And I guess Molech is busy. He's not taking no more babies or nothing. If you notice, their superpowers are not working. Shout out to Malik, man. They already planned who's not going to return. What do you mean by not return? That'd be sick. Nuel said some shit like that. About people getting to choose where they reincarnate. When his mother was in the hospital, she had said something to him. And then somehow he tied that into the AI. Not the AI they're creating, but the AI that runs the planet. That maybe the AI that runs the planet is making these decisions. That's crazy. Oh, they already planned who's not going to be here no more, period. when they send people to war. Damn. Cheeseburger combo, $5.99. They really lighting these billboards up with these deals, man. It's not enough, man. They're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Yeah. That's sad that they get to play with our fucking life like that. Not all of us, but anybody's. And they do it so casually. Life is cheap. Not as cheap as yours if you're playing with it. I don't know, man. I've had enough of it. That's the AI I'm talking about. That if people leave Sandcastle too much at one time, it populated them, and then it makes them go in order to give ambulance time to dispose of waste, to not cause the mass decomposing. I think that's why people are freaking out about France's warning, and some other company was saying that they're going to order mass tents, and the tents are for putting over the dead bodies. And I'm like, well, if you have tents, then you have like Grand Theft Auto, you have an emergency team to put it on the body. So it's not because soldiers in your street shooting people. And it's definitely not because missiles are striking you or drones, because you wouldn't have people to go out there to put tents down. So they're expecting people to drop fucking dead. And that is scary. If I'm correct about that shit, because it don't make sense. Why would you need 50,000 people at a time? There's never been a war that's done that. I think even the fucking Nazi Germany shit was less than 200,000 people died. They lie about the numbers, but they lie about everything. But it was like 127,000, I think. So, for France of all places to prepare for that, you think they might be realizing the sticky icky is actually causing people to drop dead? Finally? What, they had that motherfucker on a Tylenol time release? They dropped like an Avatar when the military dude popped in a remote lab and pressed the red button on the whole squad. I didn't see that. I can imagine it though. I know what you're talking about. So they're expecting a mass casualty event, and they keep saying shit like next year. Nigga, please. They ain't got enough money for next year. Whatever is going to happen right now, in the next couple of months. They can't afford to keep their country stable that long to make a plan like that, especially if they're firing prime ministers. I think the ones dropping dead were already out the game by contract if they didn't fulfill their contract. You talking about humans? You saying people were bullshitting so their contracts got cut? Damn. You said they're doing too much doom scrolling? And then the pharma inserted itself to pretend like it was them that was the cause of it. And I know where you're going with this. We're going to fifth dimension with this shit. You're saying that since 2019 till now, there was a culling triggered in the unseen, and then it manifests in physical reality as all these health complications due to something else, which they probably can't even fucking do in real life. I understand. I understand something. Let's hope not. But it makes sense since they lie about everything. They would lie about the placebo and nocebos. But then you still have to ask them, why are people dying like they are? And then you'd be like, oh, the targeted hits were the turbo limes. Those were murders. Yeah. Yep. That's crazy. Rest in peace, my grandfather, Clyde Smith. One of them. One of them ones. He was in his 80s, though. I think he was 81. Still sad. I get a chance to play golf with him. But heart issues, that was just how you leave this place when you're either fulfilled or ran out of time. Yeah, because your heart is your time clock. This is the green garden of the light. Come on now. Talk to him. So if you're not on your job, why are you here? Damn. And that's happening to the governments, right? They got greedy. They got gay. They spent all their time for the past 30 years fucking with kids and parties and bullshit. And now they're losing their jobs too. Don't feel bad, sis. Prime ministers are getting fired for job security purposes. You come in and out through it. Everyone that's cooked is a heart issue, and it's not a brain issue either. Yeah, I've noticed. And your heart got all those neurons, which will affect your thoughts either way. It'll seem like your mind is going through some type of stress or some type of shit, but really your heart. Yeah, issues the heart, which is your second brain. Damn, and your stomach, the third. Because it can't be in a brain issue until you open the heart for the info to get there. Yeah, the chakra system. Yep. And most people ain't thinking about what's wrong, but they feel it, and that's your heart. You're right. Or if you sense things, intuition, it's your gut. Gut, German, God. It's the part that's connected to the unseen. Yeah. And narcissists are falling off system-wide. That is the number one indicator for me, man. Once you understand narcissistic patterns and behaviors that they are in terms of like influence or Hollywood and things like that, they're all fucking quiet. And you know, a narcissist loves to be in the limelight and get attention and A, B, C, and D. But they can't. Not even your rappers. Like they're turning on Young Thug, Cardi B, and all these things all at once. So imagine that. Like you're used to behaving or acting a certain way to get what you want. You're used to being catty or nasty or, you know, whatever the fuck it is that they call it. And then now it's just flat. Even people responded to that Young Thug interview, I ain't gonna watch it. But they keep catching him, like people are editing and showing that he can't even tell the truth for 30 seconds or some shit. It's like, yeah, he's nervous. Whatever drugs he was doing or whatever the substances were are not hitting no more. Or they're not affecting the mind the same. So he's like a fish out of water. Cardi B too. She had that court case. And then she's on the street selling things and ain't nobody stopping her. It's like they're being ignored. That's crazy. And the brutal unaliving does not mean necessarily a bad sentence. If it's a tragic ending, it's still a good one. Ah, shit. That's crazy. Rest in peace to all those people in Gaza. If it's brutal, you've been sentenced. Shit. Yeah, man. So prayers up for the people you got around that you still love, man. Those motherfuckers are cooked at an individual level. Can't get no energy. Can't get no supply. Can't even sell a fucking CD right now. Those types. They gotta figure out why. What broke. And they're gonna look for everything but God in the middle of it. And that's crazy because a lot of these people are witches. They do rituals and stuff and light candles and weird things with animals and blood. And they got the wrong kind of altar, if you ask me. That shit cut off. Tragic is the correct 180 mirror of triumphant, aka in the mirror dimension, it means the same symbolically. You got it. Look, as soon as I read that shit, you cannot make it up. Yeah, people are checking out pretty fast these days. Fire truck and an ambulance. Somebody called the ambulance. Oh shit, the sun catching up to my ass. How you doing, son? Yeah, I gotta get out of here soon anyway. Off the dribble. Steph Curry. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I might stream again later. It's still early as shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I might definitely stream just so I can eat time So I ain't got to think about this dumb shit all day. Like in my own mind, it don't work the same when you just keep it inside. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, man. I'm just gonna pray and journal for a little while. Smoke, journal, pray. See if this 99 portal does any of the a million things that people are saying. And I like betting with it. You know, it's like a stock market for real. If there's a chance with the white spiders and the dreams and everything for a new beginning, I sure as hell can use one. And I know a lot of you can too, so keep that in mind. This is the season for changes. Yeah, something got to give, man. I've been fucking walking in place for at least 5 years. Overall, I mean, like life has been taking me through things and showing me things, and like, you know, just my ancestry by itself, like that's the main character I think for the past 4 years. Like really finding out who I am. And I'm grateful for that. It's just, I don't understand the significance yet of what that actually means. Like, why now? Why not when I was in school? Why not in my 20s? Why wait till I'm 40 years old to go? By the way, this is what happened to your people. These are your people. And you're by yourself isolated. How you doing today? Like, how's this contribute to my next venture? And I didn't die in the meantime. And I didn't get the vaccine. And I met so many new people. So many new people that support the support. I appreciate y'all. I don't think I could have did it without y'all. Not with this type of style and grace. And then I always prayed in things. But I think it's just more valuable to me now, knowing that it's absolute and I'm not trying to like figure something out, or I ain't got to worry about I ain't got to worry about religion no more. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It just confirmed for me that it's in me already. That's why I'm like that. But in this world, in this backdrop, in this circumstance, alone in the desert on a horse with no name, I don't know where this shit going, boy. I do not have the GPS coordinates for where this shit is going. Not right now, at least. So that's a good sign. When your queue is cleared, something's about to change. Thank God, finally. Bet, making dinner now, 7:07. I don't think about the Foley strike. The Royal Tur Spy, White Spider, aka Watcher, the White Yawu, or the White Wedo, Wayudi, David, Dawoodi, all that shit, yeah. Yeah. All the symbols within the last 48 hours, man. Especially that White Spider, man. I did not expect to see his ass. I think I've seen one before. But it jumped on my neck. Like I felt something hit my neck. And I gently swatted it and I saw a white spider. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this bitch? And then it's 999 and all the things me and you, Jonathan, everybody been talking about. It's like, we need a break. No, we need a breakthrough. There we go. Not a break. We need a breakthrough. So I'm praying mightily that we find it. We don't deserve that. Nah. Bad math. It's not a punishment, it's a preparation. This is all my loops from 2005, 2008, 2013, 2021, 2025. Like, I've been through something similar, but not quite like this. But each time we get to the other side of it, so yeah, man. Surely goodness and mercy follow us all the days of our lives, man. Oh, first vertebrae stuff, yeah. He jumped on my neck. Had no idea what he was trying to accomplish. I didn't know it was a spider, though. That's why I freaked out. I was like, I hope I didn't kill this little guy. Stay out the way and let them pay part 2. Stay out the way and let them pay. If you see the cash handed out, don't put your hand to it. Oh, one more thing. What is y'all culture's thing with hand itching, palm itching? That's what woke me up one of the 5 fucking times last night. My right palm kept itching. And it was bad. Like, you know how it is, you get itchy palm. Some people say scratch it, some people say put it in your pocket. The white woman that gave me the fucking lighter said just hold your hands open. I don't know what to do with it. But my right hand, both sides was itching. It was like itching right here. And then the palm was itching. And it woke me up. I was like, all right, usually it'll stop. But that shit just kept itching. You woke up at 8:30 and haven't slept since? Same story? Yeah, my fucking right palm started itching. Anyone in the chat know what your grandma said about that shit? I know the right hand means something, left hand means something. Some people scratch, some people close, some put it in their pocket. Someone's like money coming in, money coming out. You know how they go. They always thinking about money. But what is the right palm itch? I don't know. I've never had it. Shit. Maybe, I won't say never, but it was very clear. Like, nah. It woke my ass up. Shit, I just did everything. I itched it. I closed it. I didn't have pockets, so I was like, fuck. I always fill it with jumps. I don't know. It means something. It means something is coming or going or something. I don't know. Energy. I don't know. Because you know your hands and your feet leak energy. But yeah. Same for today. Yeah, today's a very peculiar day, isn't it? What about you, Jonathan? You getting any, what's that shit called? Notifications or vibes? Nobody else? There's 22 of you people. What are y'all doing? Y'all just listening in the background? Trying to figure out what the news is? Me too. I'll stream again later. Lord willing, nothing comes up in the meantime. It shouldn't, though. I'll end up walking to the store again. The sun hot, though. Jonathan says nothing, right? It was just clear. Maybe I just need to eat. Eat, journal. I got slow ass internet, so I can't even watch nothing like I want to. Maybe I'll just doom scroll for a little bit. Find out what the news is so my next stream could be charged. But yeah, man. Middle of the, well, if we're in the middle, then that means we got to go on the other side of some shit. So I'll receive it. I feel like I want to say something else. My spirit's like, one more thing. I'm trying to figure out what it is. The airwaves are clear. The wind, too. The wind's another symbol. It's never this windy. I don't know. It's a day for chilling and manifesting. Absolutely. In all dimensions. So yeah, I'll let y'all get to it for now. It's early. It's not even noon where I'm at. So if I jump on the live later, I always change my fucking mind. But sometime between 12 and 4 Pacific Standard Time, I'll have plenty of more information by then. I'll finish writing by then. Give me some food and write some shit down. That's all I can do. Yeah, wind is clearing things out, thank God. So I appreciate y'all as always. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for joining. There's another silent ambulance right here. Fire department. But yeah, yeah, may you be blessed on your journey in the meantime today. May you find good favor. Whatever you're working on, whatever's pending, may those mountains and those boulders clear your path and let you walk through with ease and grace. For perfect mental creatures, there is no evil, only infinite good. For we are powerful, supernatural, victorious children of God. All of our needs are met. There's nothing broken or lacking in our lives. We have favor with God and man, goddess and woman. We're healthy, we're wealthy, and wise. We out here. Peace.